Congratulations to Sean and his crew. It's a long time coming for them. I know this was a very big game for them, and they played really, really, really well. They didn't hurt themselves. They did what it took to win in kind of really strange, adverse conditions. And one day, hopefully in the very near future, we will learn to stop shooting ourselves in the foot.
Questions for Shane?
Straight.
Talk about the touchdown return that counted, what you did on that.
Basically, it was all set up by my blockers. I didn't really have to do anything special. The blocker set it up, and then the hole was there. Then just the speed took over.
What happened today offensively? Nobody was seeing me just
Just like Coach Ambrose said, we just keep shooting ourselves in the foot. We gave them 14 points. They didn't earn it. We just gave them the 14 points. Without that, we're still in the game. It's 7-7. Win could play a factor, but not really.
Questions for Shane? Thank you, Shane. Rob,
That was pretty easy. You can go.
talk about some of the frustration that you must feel.
All right. Look, for any frustration that I'm feeling, I'm in my 40s. I've been around football since I knew life. I've seen a ton. I don't give a damn about my frustration. I care about these kids. You make a mistake, it hurts. If you make a mistake in your life and it hurts you, it hurts. If you make a mistake on a team, it hurts everybody. And it's tough. It's tough. And it's a growing process for these kids. So I feel bad for them. I do. And I told them in the locker room, I said, there's a whole bunch of great football out there. Look, I'm looking at these stats. It's 21-7, and it's Towson playing New Hampshire. When the hell's the last time that ever happened? It used to be 100-99. Or at some point in time before I remember my early years, it might have been 100-0, and it was them. Now you're talking about two gutty football teams gutting it out, with the ones that make the least amount of mistakes walks away with a win in a tough league. Times have changed. So is it frustrating? Yes. You can't win football games when you give the other team points. That's very, very frustrating. And frustrating for me, yes. But it's more frustrating for the kids because I would sell my car. I'd walk to work. I wouldn't sell my house because I got a wife and kids. I want to take care of them. But I would sell pretty much just about anything that was relatively important that I couldn't live without just to give them a win. Because they're good. They're good kids. They're a good team. They're just not good enough as a team yet. We're not good enough as a team yet. And doesn't matter what I sell, I can't give them one. So we're going to have to earn it. We're going to have to get back to the point where the little things are so important that we don't let them go.
On the right side, defensively, you only gave up 7 points.
Against New Hampshire. Yeah, with some ridiculously known, that's a couple weeks in a row now that we're playing good defense again. And that's when you play good defense, you got a chance to win ball games, period. So, am I pleased? Yeah, I remember you guys used to either write about it or at least people would talk behind my back about how bad special teams was. And you're looking at special teams play. It's never been, as long as I've been involved in this program, which is a long time. Special teams, since I've been involved in this program, special teams has never been this good. Never. And we might have returned a kick every now and then, and that had been kind of sexy. But having a punter who's like nationally, he's the man. Having a kicker that is now a weapon, and now having a return game that is like, now other teams don't know how to do that to us. They're worried about us on special teams. So that's a good sign for the future. And I would like to trash all of that just for one night. It's homecoming. Everybody came back. I'm grateful for all these people that came back. I love them. They're alums. I'm one of them. I wish they had a win tonight, and I feel horrible. Don't point fingers at anybody else. Don't you dare write anything bad about any of those kids. Write bad about me. We'll find a way to get this fixed.
Since you brought up special teams, the end of the first half, you called a timeout with 4 seconds left on 4th down. Did you change your mind back in the field goal?
No, not kicking. Were you in the box? Have you been out on the field at all today?
I know, but why did you call with 4 seconds instead of 10?
Because if we didn't get it, there was no way in hell I was letting New Hampshire run another play. Does it make any sense?
It's from 30, or was it from the 30-yard line?
Oh, it's far. farther back than that. It's 40-mile-an-hour winds into the wind. We're not kicking a field goal. We're going to take a shot at the end zone. And if that play, if I'd have done it with 10 seconds, they'd have had 2 with the wind. I've seen too many 2-minute drills go awry. I'm not giving them another play. You dressed up and wore a tie. Don't tell me you're not going to ask a question.
I don't want to ask everything.
No, it's okay, man. I don't care. I'm going to give you whatever you want.
Coach, you mentioned that there is some bright spots in the football team this year. I mean, looking ahead to maybe next year, do you think you guys maybe will be able to piece together what you've learned to win some games and be a contender?
While I appreciate your question, there's no way in hell I'm looking ahead to next year. There's too many football games, too many football plays, and too much to learn between now and then. Very much appreciate your question. And if you ask me after the last game, then I might answer that one.
What happened to the run game today? Did you stack the box?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, come on. Shane's running on half a shoulder, and Deshaun's pretty good, but he's still a true freshman. So when you're talking about running back 3 and 4, and in case if you check the stats on them, they're 1,000 times better versus the run than they've ever been. After a 3-year stint of playing us, they changed. And I think it's changed their team for the better. It's allowed them to compete against physical teams instead of just trying to outscore somebody 75-25. Their front seven. Their front seven, after playing from what we've seen this year, they might be the best at the FCS level that we faced this year. That's pretty good. We faced some good run teams. They're much improved in the run game, and we weren't going to fit round pegs into square holes.
Would you say you're having health concerns at left tackle right now, or just personally?
I'd say we have all kinds of concerns at left tackle. You can attribute any adjective you'd like.
Coach, defensively, you really only gave up the 7 points. Would you say this is by far your best game defensively?
Maybe. I'd have to see the film, and I'd say best game since when? This year?
Mm.
Yeah, possibly. There's a chance that's correct.
How about Ellis's play?
When he's hot, he's hot. When he's cold, he's cold. It's a good way to put it.
Interception, was that Sam running a different route, or he just misread it?
Misread, missed ball. Bad spot to do it.
Any other questions?
So you hold that thing the whole time I'm going, huh?
You're live.
I'm live?
You're live on Facebook on that.
Oh, I thought that was everybody else. Well, it's not me, whatever. Come on, guys, anything else?
Delaware week?
Is it?
It's coming up, right?
It will be tomorrow. It will be tomorrow. I still got a lot to do with this one. And not done with this one yet. It's one of those things, and I appreciate that back. It's like I took the midterm and now the final's coming. But I can't jump into that pool until I make sure that we've covered everything with this one. That there's a lot of seniors on this team, but there's a lot of young kids too. And I'm not just jumping right into how do we beat Delaware until we dissect and make sure that we can cover what we didn't do right in this game.
It's an odd situation, I guess, because they're coaching situation.
Yeah, it is. I don't think I've ever coached against a team that has an interim head coach. I think but whatever. It's not about me anyhow. Good? Thank you, guys.